We've seen anything and everything completely heal. We love miracles. The blind seeing, the lame walking, the deaf hearing, they can't find the cancers. Of course, we cannot make any claims about healing anything. It's illegal to heal, fix, or cure anything, so I'm just going to make that statement up front. But the power that made the body heals the body really good. And our greatness is in the allowance of that unlimited power and light and love to flow through us freely. Okay.
I just want to thank you so much. There just isn't words to thank you.
I'm just trying to get my job done, okay? I'm set, I'm on a mission, I'm on assignment. I say, okay, God, I'm strong, I'll do it. Shit. It was like, you want me to do what? You got the right channel? I'm blonde here. You want me to create the counterpoint to HARP and all the abuse of Tesla's work on the planet, right? And my mother was pissed. It was all my fault that she couldn't be this great research scientist, right? She had tried to take my life in a past life and had to give me life this time. There wasn't much bonding with my mother. That was a gift. I stayed totally bonded to spirit. But it's an assignment.
Thank you. So we have 12 units and a cube in our house. And
thanks for having my babies.
thank you.
Each one of the systems are my babies.
They feel like babies. When I walk upstairs and there they are, they're like little beans. Yeah, thank you.
And you're healing the community.
Yeah.
Well, the real hyper healthy energy is in the system. You can feel the difference, right? Because of the photons. The scalar goes through the walls. It's, 360-degree sphere, a torsion field, tube torus, torsion field. 360-degree sphere goes out 2.2 miles minimally. I've been corrected by Emery Smith, but anybody know Emery Smith? Triple PhD, top secret scientist on Gaia. He did the alien autopsies. First time he came in my system, he sat down and he goes, you say it goes out 2.2 miles. Well, we've done the algorithms. And it's 326 points, I don't know what, some such thing. So whatever it is, we just want to heal the world. I can literally talk about 2.2 miles of being the null zone. The null zone effect is the zero. This is a true 0 point energy. Creates a null zone where it's nullifying detrimental fields, creating coherent field, nullifying the detrimental fields. But how dare we impose, wait a minute, how dare we impose healing on everybody, right? No, it's just taking away their detrimental fields. The hyper healthy energy is in the room because the body's photonic. The DNA is biophotonic.
So I have two questions.
Mm-hmm.
When you were saying the person with the little boy and what do you phrase when you want to heal many different things? I mean, do you take one intention and focus on that until it's gone and say it properly? Not say...
No, thank your body for doing whatever it takes to totally heal.
And so...
Are you okay with your body? And this is a question for all of you. Are you okay with your body doing whatever it takes to totally heal anything and everything or not? Is detox okay? Is fear of detox going to help anybody? You going to hold on to your shit on its way out? Shove it back in? The body knows what it's doing. It's not going to push out anything that's not ready to come out, okay? Now, your job is to drink enough water and do the salt bath enough to pull it out, to let it go, to breathe. When you leave here, every single one of you, your body has the energy. It's got a charge. So now the body has a charge. It's trying to discharge anything and everything that doesn't belong. It's going to be trying to push toxins out of every freaking nook and corner it can get it out of as fast as it can, in the way that's healthy, in alignment with your best and highest interests. The thing is, just support the body's detox, and the world's easiest detox is after being in here, you do a salt bath. You got lots of good Hawaiian salt here. You can put some alai in it. Salt, baking soda, do the salt bath. Nice hot salt bath to open up all the capillaries, open up all the pores. The body is trying to push toxins out. The largest organ of elimination is your skin. World's easiest detox. Send yourself to bath heaven and breathe. Let everything dissolve into the water so it can go down the drain. The salt is a negative charge. It's just physics, the biophysics. Salt's a negative charge, the toxins are a positive charge. The salt will pull the acidity out of the tissues. Alkalinize, alkalinize, alkalinize. But it'll take all the stress off the kidneys. So nice hot salt bath is the way to have all the benefits of doing a fever without your body having to do a fever. Because that's how it burns up toxins too. That's how it relieves the fungal loads and things like that. You're changing the entire bioterrain. You know, with phase conjugate wave pairs create something called hydrobifurcation. Back on the science, right? But this cool science. It's the release of the active hydrogen and the active oxygen. That's why you can put a pulse oximeter on in here, and people that have had COPD or whatever, the oxygen levels go up because it's oxygenating from within you. Besides reducing the inflammation and all those things. But the active hydrogen is your ultimate antioxidant, and it's what repairs all the covalent hydrogen bonds in your DNA. That's alkalinizing. It's your ultimate antioxidant. But what's pH? Hydrogen potential. So you found it's trying to put everything back in its ideal optimal pH and oxygenating everything, like your ultimate oxygen therapy. So now work with it and do that salt bath to pull those synthetic biologies out, okay, that we've all been subjected to. You know, everybody's shedding or something. You know, so that's really important. People have taken a black light. You can do this at home if you want. Although I'll tell you, I do a lot with special forces, a lot of vets and stuff, right? But my special forces guys, this one special forces guy, you know, they can't unsee what they've seen. And so we deal with them a lot. But he goes, I don't know if I'd recommend anybody do that black light thing. He goes, I pulled that black light. You know, you can get that. It'll show you where the, hotel room where bodily fluids have been and things like that. You can get a black light. Anyway, when you do the salt bath, we see all kinds of stuff. Today I was on with Patriot Street Fighter. He's half metal. He got out of the bath and the tub was full of like sand. It was like sand. His friend did the salt bath after being in the first time, and it was like greasy and slimy, a bit green. I had somebody else that, he was a master metal worker, brought his wife who had colon cancer. Well, that was reversing, but he was a master metal worker, and the first 6 baths he turned the color of steel. And he said it felt like steel shavings in the bottom of the tub. So he got a magnet, and sure enough, it picked it all up. Talk about heavy metal detox. Is that better than chelation? Yes. Send yourself to bath heaven. Nothing does what that bath does. Skin's the largest organ. So the special forces guy said, you know, he got the black light, he looked at it, and he saw all these things moving and swimming in, you know, luminescent, moving and swimming in the water. He goes, I wouldn't recommend that for that. He goes, that was the scariest shit I've ever seen. Yeah. So the salt bath is vitally important. It also works with the charge, the potassium sodium pump. There's a whole lot that it does. You know, so yeah, that bath is important. So, but you're doing the whole body. You're changing the whole bioterrain. The body will. Now, you ask whether you focus on this thing, that thing, or the other thing. Your body has its own priority list. That's the infinite innate intelligence of the body. I had somebody call me up after putting one in their home and said, it's not working, my hair's not growing. This was a month later. Because it's really good for hair, okay? But I said, you know, that might not be the top thing on your priority list. because she had been on antidepressants and thyroid medications for more than 20 years. You think the body might have a few other things to do first. So it might not be your priority list. You don't know if your body's reversing pancreatic cancer before it does what you thought you wanted it to do.
What's the ratio of salt?
2 cups salt, 2 cups baking soda.
Equal amount.
Yeah, 2 cups salt, 2 cups baking soda, and then I recommend also now 1 cup of borax, because that deals with more of the synthetic biology stuff. But it's also a specific for pulling radiation. Every single one of us are dealing with radiation poisoning. We're living, we might as well be living in a microwave. Fukushima and the islands have been hit really hard with radiation. So people losing their hair, a lot of that's radiation poisoning. A lot of the symptoms. 20-multein borax, been around 100 years as boron. Yeah. So thank your body for doing whatever it takes. You're changing the entire bioterrain. Thank it for working better and better all the time.
Is it beneficial to actually put your attention on the different areas? I sometimes
Breathe
feel like
light through those, breathe light to those parts of yourself. Lighten them up. Breathe energy, breathe light. The only way anything ever got stuck in the body was from the judgments. Okay, what's tension? It's from repeated tensing. But that's the only way anything ever got stuck in the body. Remember, your greatness is in the allowance of the unlimited to flow through you freely. You created circuit jams. There's circuit jams. And the only way anything ever got stuck was from the judgments. It says judge not in the Bible, right? Unconditional love means letting go of every freaking excuse you've ever had for not being in love with yourself and anybody and everybody else. That's what unconditional love is. Let go of every freaking excuse. Well, can you be in love with this? How about that? Unconditional love. But the way you took that on in the body was the only way things got stuck was the fear reaction pattern. Don't want to be here, don't want to deal with it, don't want to feel, God screwed up, something's wrong. Right? The holding of the breath. What clears it? Let go. Love is letting go. That's your I am. That's reclaiming those parts of self that got jammed up. That's where you dam the flow.
So I'm married to this great scientist here, and he has benefited greatly from the energy enhancement. And
Where do you have your system?
in Kauai,
Oh, on Kauai, okay.
we came over to see you.
Oh, okay. I was told that you might come visit.
Fox,
Okay.
yes, our buddy.
Ah. Oh, yeah. You sent honey to Fox.
So, yes.
Fox is he's our technical support. He's been with us, working with us
He's a
more than
god.
7 years. So they sent honey from Hawaii to Fox. Okay.
So the screens, and then you have the computer. So we've had our system, where we pay someone to come and have it calibrated twice now.
And you can calibrate yourself.
Right. But it's the computers that you mentioned one time, it had to be 1/100 of an inch tolerance only?
Right. The more precise the alignment, the better it works. Because otherwise, if something's off, it creates a wobble or distortion in the field. So then you don't have a clear null zone, a clear 0 point, a clear torsion field. It's not like it doesn't still work, but it's not going to work as well. The body responds. The more precisely the alignment, the better it works. So these are set up to less than 1/100 of an inch tolerance. It's quite a process with the installations, getting everything precise. That's why they have those little signs on there, don't bump them, etc. Yeah, and the boxes are really, we're using computer components, but it's really like a black box. Every single component is custom manufactured to our specifications, like Rolls-Royce engine pieces. It's all military grade, high grade, because we want it to run like an engine indefinitely. We have systems out there. I was just at one in Canada. This system's 22 years old and still running. Yeah, so everything in the engines are are custom made for us to do. Everything's very specific to generate the fields to create the results that we create.
So the computers are the 100th of an inch tolerance, not the screen.
Both.
Both.
Both need to be precisely aligned. Because then we're colliding photons, but not just colliding photons like CERN Fermi Labs, it's actually creating photonic fusion, which is a cold nuclear fusion event, but that's actually what occurs in the body. I worked with a physicist from Greece that proved that what occurs in the body is cold nuclear fusion. How come we're not taught this in schools, right?
It's the narrative.
I better, go to the doctor, better do whatever the doctor says. Ask your doctor for, side effects may include heart attack, stroke, and death, but ask your doctor for it, it may be right for you. The program.
Sorry, the computer puts out the scalar,
The computer is the generation of the scalar predominantly, yes.
but the scalar's not coming out of the screens.
Not exactly. I'm using the screens for the photonic aspect, and they're the only thing off the shelf. We use very high grade ones, but it's the precision of the alignment. The prime energy is from the engine, those black boxes.
And it's
Yeah.
diagonal only, or is it all four?
You got to have a minimum of 4. If you have just 2,
But I'm at the calibration?
yeah,
Just done diagonally, or you have?
they're precise to each.
Oh, okay.
Everything's very precise.
Okay.
These have to be precisely aligned. Okay, so you have a system, and you still. But this is good for everybody to know and understand, right? There's a lot of this is all laser aligned, and when it's done right, that's part of how we get it to do what it does. Everybody's that's how we create the nullification of the detrimental fields. But think about it, if something's off, it creates a wobble. And we don't need more distorted fields. We need torsion fields. That is, everybody see the movie Thrive? And it talks about the secret of the universe being that scalar vortex. That's a good film to show here if you haven't. The movie Thrive. Yeah, a bunch of my friends are on it. I helped launch Nassim Harriman from the Big Island. But that is the secret of the universe, is that torsion field. And that's why we have a minimum of 4, not just across from each other. That's not going to create that torsion field. It's just, there are bad, cheap knockoffs. I don't recommend going in them, okay? Make sure you know it's an authentic EESystem. There are people that have tried to steal it and hijack it.
Thank you.
And then see if you have more questions. Okay.
You probably have tried this, so I'm curious to hear it, but have you taken units and put them in a sacred geometry arrangement?
Of course.
Inside of a sacred geometry shaped room. And so what do you see?
That's lots of fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the Sultan of Abu Dhabi put it in a precise circle, 24 units, built the building for it. Yeah, for example.
Did you get any kind of measurements outside of it? Does it go like a magnitude of order scale further out, or deeper, or richer, or anything like that?
By the fruit, effectiveness is the measure of truth, the results. Yeah, the results. Just like when you go from, all the systems work. You've got a 16 unit here. 24 is more the geometry of the DNA, so then it works even better. We have 48 units. People are going, oh my God, just astounding. But they all work as long as they're precisely aligned. But the density of the fields, the bigger units, are actually, the density of the fields, they're stronger, but they're smoother and softer because it gives the body more energy to process more efficiently and quickly and easily. There's more detox to manage with the less units. More detox to manage with lesser units. Because the body's got to, because with more units, the body has more energy to move things more efficiently and effectively and easily. And you have an implosion of some of the toxins versus, yeah. Yeah, maybe besides the body being given just more energy to do what it wants to do. So yeah, the differences are astounding for people. You can never have too much good energy. Let's make sure we get that answered right now. How much, people always want to know, how much time does it take to heal this or that? Do you want to just heal this or that or the other thing? Do you just want to relieve symptoms, or do you want to get healthier and healthier? I answered, how healthy do you want to be, how fast, and for how long? You can never be too healthy, look too good, feel too good. Every home should really have one. But anyway, get us, every moment in here is healing. Take advantage of every moment you can get in here. I recommend 2 hours minimum for a session. You want to give the body time to get to the deeper delta and theta brain states. It's in delta and theta brain states that the body can repair, regenerate literally, because this is gene therapy. Regenerate, repair of the DNA. So give the body more time to use the energy more efficiently, and then support the detox. You want to drink a lot of water. One of the things everybody knows, we're electrical. What are electrolytes? So putting a pinch of salt in your water will help your body use the energy more efficiently, but you need your trace minerals. Trace minerals. You know, that's not in our food supply anymore, the trace minerals. So that's another thing that's important. Okay, but you never have too much good energy. Yeah, I mean, the best is having it around your bed, sleeping in it. You'll get a lot more results. People that have, we have centers that are focused on cancer, and lots of success. They just can't find the tumors anymore. Oops. Okay, but a lot of them will recommend that people do 5 overnights to start. Give the body enough energy to do what it really wants to do, and do the baths with it. Okay, so hopefully this is covering. Okay.
I was going to ask if I bought one of those the smallest.
The cube. The cube is the baby.
Yeah. How much support is there? And then it sounds like somebody comes and sets it up.
Well, the baby doesn't need installed. The EE cube, those are going all over. We ship them. It's an easy setup. It's 4 units internally. It's 4 units precisely aligned internally. And then it's the EE cube is a little different in that it's 4 units of very strong torsion field, very strong scalar vortex, but it's a photon fountain. It's throwing the photons out, versus in here you have photonic fusion. So because you're colliding photons, and you have the collision of the photons and the photonic fusion in a bigger system. So the bigger systems need installed, but the baby systems, the EE cube, we have miracles with them. If somebody has cancer, I tell them that's not enough. It's great to have at home, at the foot of the bed. They'll sit anywhere, on a counter. They'll sit anywhere. The 2 of us could pick it up, put it in the back of an SUV, share it with somebody. You can put it on rollers, roll it room to room. They're great.
I have a cube question.
A cube question? Okay.
Yeah, I actually own one. I only live here part-time, so I don't have the benefit of the 16.
Mm-hmm.
Where I live in Colorado, this little rural town, there isn't a center.
And so you got a cube for there.
Cube.
It still doesn't replace getting in a bigger system, really, but yeah.
I come here when I'm in town, so I'm here half a year.
Yeah.
But what I wanted to ask was the cube that, you guys told us to program it to the top color one. It's, you program it.
Yeah, you can put it on any of them. You have it in your home.
Yeah. So I mean, should it always, I can see there's 4 different colors, which is probably different programs,
Uh-huh.
which is doing different things.
Yeah, when you have it in your home, change it up every day if you want.
Would I do 4 different ones, or just always need to be the same?
I would keep them all the same.
Keep all the same.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what the numbers are. I guess maybe you guys can. I can give this too.
Yeah, I mean, you can call Fox in the office, but you do get a manual that gives different settings and my recommended settings. Now this is one of my favorites, this one here. That's
The second one down.
Alt AO. It's like the violet golden flame, heart flame. So that's one of my favorites.
So, can I just ask about the cube? So,
Uh-huh.
you know how this one goes 2.5 miles out?
Mhm.
How far does the cube radiate?
Cube does the same as far as with the scalar aspect, yeah.
As far as radiating out to my neighbors and stuff?
Yeah, it's not as strong a null zone as the bigger systems, but
So one more thing. So when
but they work.
when I first got it,
They're the baby.
I couldn't have it on my house 24/7. I was detoxing way too much.
Now, I would say,
Full of bad stuff.
yeah, but I would say keep it on and just do the salt bath every day or every other day, drink more water, cheer your body on. Woo, woo, go, go, let it go. Yeah, let it go, let it go.
Weekend be, but then I turn it off and then I turn it back on. But
Yeah.
in the long run, I've had it for 1.5 years now, and I am a whole lot healthier on so many levels.
Yeah, and I would have said, use that energy, cheer your body, be your body's cheerleader rather than stopping your body from let go of shit.
Oh, really?
What, are you going to shove it back in? You got to hold on to your shit? What are you going to do with it?
I just need to take a break.
You afraid that your body's going to let go of too much shit? Get a colonic, okay? Yeah, I mean, there's ways to support the detox. Coffee enemas, things like that. But you want to support the detox. And rather than go, oh, I don't want to heal my body or heal the world anymore, I'm just going to turn it off. No, this is designed to run 24/7.
Why isn't there any more evidence-based research?
There's tons. We have over 500 pages of.
What the heck is wrong with Western medicine?
You think there might be a little suppression?
It's crazy.
Pharmaceutical cabal control?
I just opened a whole can. Yeah.
And they've tried to kill me how many times and ways, and Kissinger sent in somebody to get me, and they took everything. Yeah, I started over from scratch. They've tried to take me out every which way. I'm still standing. Everybody know that song?
No,
Yeah.
that's terrible.
No, it's the reality of this. I could whine about it, but I'd rather drink wine. Because it didn't do any good, because I could, why? All I want to do is heal the world. Why are they attacking me? Duh. When you're on the front line, you take the hits. It comes with the territory. Yeah, so. Yeah.
I have a couple of questions.
It wasn't easy for Christ either. Yeah, they did take him out. But he said he died good enough for everybody. Right? By the way, Daniel Brinkley is my friend. My favorite quote from Daniel Brinkley, who was dead for 28 minutes the first time. He's been dead 3 times. He wrote the book Saved by the Light. Anybody hear of Daniel Brinkley? Saved by the Light? Sold about 50 million copies, but he was dead the first time, 28 minutes. My favorite quote from a program that we were both speaking at, he goes, in his drawl, he's from South Carolina, big guy. He was Marine mercenary. He was a professional killer, okay? Let's be real. But anyway, the first time he was dead for 28 minutes, he got sent back, but he was given all these prophecies of the boxes of knowledge from the beings of light and sent back. But my favorite quote from him is, let me tell you people, you just don't die. We're eternal. So what are they going to do, kill us? Yeah. But what else did you have on that?
Well, I guess, I don't know if it was answered, but if I bought the small system for my home, it sounds like it wouldn't need any extra, support to fix anything or move any, or, I don't know.
Occasionally something goes on and we have support. You just, it's pretty easy. It's pretty rare because they are industrial strength.
If you had it in your house, and you could only afford the small system,
Mhm.
where would be the best place to have it?
The bed,
Your bedroom?
around the bed.
Okay.
Sleeping is where the body heals. That's when the brain detoxes, but all healing is in delta and theta brain states. That's why we say, come in here, take your power nap. As long as the eyes are open, I mean, you're all getting benefits being in here. It's still hyper healthy energy. But as long as the eyes are open, the body's externalizing energy. About 80% of your energy is being externalized as long as your eyes are open. So you want to close your eyes, go deep into delta and theta. That's where everything can reboot, like rebooting a computer, defrag. And so, yeah, sleeping, it's in delta and theta where things repair, rejuvenate, and regenerate. And that's where you can do your deepest work. And you can park your body, and it's a trans-dimensional vehicle.
So then every day you.
This is we are multi-dimensional beings. Yeah.
So every day you would do a 30-minute salt bath?
No, not every day, but
I mean,
when you have it in your home, I recommend people do minimum once a week. But when you know you're detoxing, get in there every chance you get, but also do the other things to support detox and quit putting poisons in, but do the other things to support detox, whether it's, maybe your coffee enemas. We used to call it, you might remember this one, Conrad, we called it the Kahuna coffee break. Instead of bottoms up, it's up the bottoms. That's been part of Gershon therapy a long time. It helps really detox the liver and stuff. So everybody's heard of that? Yeah. So let shit go.
Do you like the infrared saunas?
Love infrared saunas, absolutely. We actually we've worked with one that we hypercharge that people can put in their homes.
Wow.
Yeah, and the hypercharge, I want to demonstrate that too. In fact, maybe we'll do that now. These are hypercharged, our hydrogen bottles. This is best of platinum and all that hydrogen bottle, active hydrogen. You can read all the benefits of hydrogen, water and hydrogen. And this has a little valve so you can breathe it, because that gets it right to the brain, the active hydrogen. But this is hypercharged, so you have the benefits. The only hypercharged hydrogen bottle. Do you carry these yet?
We haven't got any in yet, but yes, we can order them.
People love them. I do it on the plane. Everybody wants to know what I'm doing. Do it in a restaurant, set it up. They're great. They're great. Big support. This is a hydrogen bottle.
I know that, but what company is that?
This is ours.
Oh.
Yeah, it says EESystem on it, right there. Yeah, but no, it's the only hypercharged hydrogen bottle. A lot of people don't know we carry it, but they're great. They really work well, and they're pretty. Look how pretty. You get all the colors.
What did you say? They're hydrocharged?
They're hypercharged. Okay, now let's explain hypercharging. Anything and everything you bring in here will be scalar enhanced. I talked to you about bringing your crystal. Yeah. Anything and everything you bring in here will be scalar enhanced. Okay, we've done testing. It's about a 28% improvement for crystals, for example. Like we did testing with our medallions. These are hypercharged. Okay, so, crystals have benefits. We found, the same shape. They did the testing. It was about 2% benefit just using the crystal for the body. So that's something. That's good. Okay, if you bring that same crystal in here, it's about a 28% improvement for the body. With our hypercharging, which is using our technology, and it's like going into Tesla's labs, okay? Everybody wants to know exactly what we do. It's proprietary. But it is like going into Tesla's labs. There's all kinds of things going on. And with our technology. And it's 51% improvement with these. So we have miracles all over the world just with the medallions. Did you find a magic Sharpie or a marker or something? I'll demonstrate how those work. Because the medallions and bracelets are a way to maintain the charge in your body, maintain the benefits of being in here don't leave home without them. Because otherwise we're living in such a toxic soup. But we have miracles 24/7 all over the planet just from the crazy medallions.
How long do they stay charged?
How long does an infinity wave last? These are and that's the thing with scalar that's so different. Scalar is nonlinear, non-Hertzian, fifth dimensional, standing column or wave beyond relative time and space. These are self-healing, self-perpetuating, self-regenerating fields. So these have been tested 10 years later, 20 years later, as great a charge or greater. Yeah, and the bracelets, the medallions are stronger. You can see that donut shape, and you can put them, people pass them around instead of aspirin for pain, or they put them wherever there's an issue. If you want to focus the energy on something. We've had people clear, macular vision improvements. One of the things we hear the most. The blind seeing, but really good for vision. You can put these in a sleep mask. It's a way to focus the energy. We've had people reverse their macular degeneration or cataracts and all kinds of things with them. So that's something you can do at home. You can sleep with them, or put them wherever there's your issue. Whether you have a knee thing or something. We have lots of people who have had no longer needed bilateral knee replacement surgeries and things.
It's not a thing, yeah.
Mm-hmm. We've seen that, right?
No, I needed a knee replacement, but not anymore.
Yeah. We had one veteran was due for bilateral knee replacements, total pain, excruciating pain, both knees. He now, last I heard, he squats 475 pounds on those bad knees after using and that was with a cube, actually.
Really?
That was with a cube.
Fine tip, Sharpie, and this one.
The green people can see it.
Got it.
It doesn't matter. Anybody want me to demonstrate on you? Yeah, come on up here, Conrad, just because you're big. No, think about it. I have a lot of fun with the admirals, the generals, the special forces guys, the head of Secret Service, stuff like that. It's what I do for fun. Okay. You're just going to hold your arm up. You muscle testing. You remember that one. Just hold it straight up. Yeah. Well, so they can see it. Okay, just so they can see it. Okay, push up, just a strength level. You should be strong after being in here and listening to me for a while. But you're just going to hold that Sharpie. Push up. Okay. And see, the medallions are stronger, but just pop that on. Okay.
Yeah, my God.
Push up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's take that off. And just play with it a little bit, It's not going to smell any better. These are toxic fumes, essentially. It collapses the blood crystals. This is about maintaining the integrity of the blood crystals, and all the DNA, maintaining the integrity, reminding everything of its divine design. But the red blood cells are this shape, right? They're torsion fields. So put it on that hand. Oops, you have a big hand.
Magic marker, or is it also on like regular pen?
That's just a Sharpie. See how fast the body, scalar moves at 1.4 times the speed of light. What this is really about is we need this. How important it is for our men to stay strong no matter what they're exposed to at this time on this planet. Real women want real men. No, we want all of you just stay strong no matter what you're exposed to. This is the way to maintain the benefits. With the bracelets, the blood runs through it, right? It's on a pulse point, and the medallions, your heart is a torsion field. We've had people's arrhythmias and things, the heart will balance out. If there's heart issues, I recommend putting one in the front, one on the back at heart level. We've seen crazy miracles. Thank you for donating. Here's a good male model, right? That's good.
I've got a real world medallion story for you. If you want.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so on 8/8/23, Maui and the Big Island were hit with a directed energy weapon. I went swimming accidentally in the water waste from that
Eesh.
a week or so afterwards.
Not healthy.
Oh no. And I broke out in big radiation blisters all over my body, my face, my eyes, and my sinuses. It went on for 5 months. And I've got a friend in one of your centers out in Virginia sent me a medallion braid over. And that was instrumental in helping start the healing of the skin. So it was pretty wild.
These little suckers really, really, really work.
Yeah.
Pono. Effectiveness is the measure of truth. That's my favorite definition of Pono. Pono means balance, and making what's Ho'oponopono, making what's right more right. That's why you focus on what you want, not what you don't want. To make things wrong, more and more wrong they have to get till you get over yourself.
After the first day or so, I kept it on my heart 24/7, slept on it, and they started to heal. It was amazing.
And then
The
you made it
doctors
here.
tried everything to heal. They didn't know what it was. They couldn't tell
Yeah.
me. They said, well, your fascia is infected. But it was some sort of a radiation.
Yeah, radiation poisoning and God knows what all.
Doctors, not no kind of doctor, nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing I tried. Not MMS, and I tried a ton of stuff, but it started healing the medallion. So.
Part of that is thanks to my dear mother. She was fissioning plutonium in the lab the entire time she was pregnant with me. I know radiation inside out. And I created, this reverses all the issues of radiation. What radiation does is unzips the DNA. This puts it back in its original form. And then that active hydrogen repairs all the covalent hydrogen bonds. Yeah, I mean, it's the ideal reversal for radiation issues. My bigger plans, if everybody wants to take a deep breath, focus on what we want, we have everything to heal anything and everything on this planet right now. My bigger projects with the Admiral in Reno, maybe some of you have heard of him with the Great Reset. The Admiral in Reno, he's professor of nuclear and quantum physics. My bigger project with him is the cleanup of Fukushima, the cleanup of all the radiation in our ocean and all the radiation issues. Another scientist I work with, so everybody take a deep breath. Is that what we want? Yeah, you know, sometimes you have to be acutely aware of a problem to bring the solution. It's a trick of God. You have to know things to the max to be able to master it. Thank you very much. I was extremely hypothyroid and all that kind of stuff. I was really sick as a kid. So anyway, the other thing is, you know, when we turn on the first full system of this is not on the Big Island, this is in Colorado, Golden, Colorado, set up the first full system and turned everything on, got everything on. We had a knock on the door not too long after that. It was because it showed up looking like the signal of a nuclear sub on land that had exploded in Colorado, in Golden, Colorado. So the scientist that actually is another top secret government scientist, I can talk about this, he signed the NDAs, I didn't, this is still classified. I mean, they said it was NASA. Knocked on the door, oh, let me show you my healing chamber. I was surrounded by 300 men in hazmat suits. The guy that personally signed off on all the Senate subcommittee because it put the entire military globally on high DEFCON. Oops. I had asked my guides to shield it or something, right? I don't know what happened. But this is cold nuclear fusion. But that scientist, we have a project, I was just on with him yesterday, we have a project for cleaning up all the water on the planet. And it has no negative residues, it takes it down to the atoms. Pure water for the planet. Everybody like that? Now that's my idea of good. Yeah, that's fun. So that's some of the bigger projects. I mean, my whole thing was, how do we bring healing to the world? We have everything to heal, fix, cure, everything right now on the planet. Just have to get the brilliant idiots out of the way. So everybody take a deep breath. Let's claim our power. What do we want? We have to be the greater community. It means don't sell your soul by giving away your energy and power to the brilliant idiots. It's like, you're going to pay demons? What? Stop. Okay, I have a question.
I'd like to ask some questions about the detoxing. It's difficult for me to get in and out of a bathtub. And so
Funny how it used to be. That could get easier now. Anytime now would be,
easier
yeah. Now this is an important principle. Language is everything. Thoughts create. And this is you can only honestly speak for the past. So put it up to now, it's been a challenge.
It's been a challenge.
And that allows it to change.
Yes.
If you say, I have cancer, for example, you get to keep having it. Is that what you want? Well, you've had it, and you've done it well, you've done that. Okay, so that's been an issue.
That's been an issue in the past.
And that allows it to change.
And I wondered if, I'd like some ideas, but also wondered if going into the ocean after a session, is it because it's cold and...
It's not cold. I mean, the cold is one piece. I mean, it's not hot water. You want to raise the body temperature. Each degree you raise body temperature really amps up the immune system, etc. That doing what a fever would do. So the coldness, but also our ocean is so polluted. So that's another issue. Yes, you can go and lay in the sun, sweat, and go in the water. That's good, but it's not going to do what a hot salt bath does. It's not the same.
Put your feet in, or is that really not?
You can detox a lot through the feet. This is a good thing if you can't get in a bathtub easily, more and more easily all the time now, because nothing does what that bath does. So, because the skin is that largest organ. But the next best thing is to, get in the sun and sweat, but use that far infrared sauna first. The next best thing to a salt bath is get a deep waste basket and soak the legs, but take a towel, hot water, you got the whole solution of the salt and everything, and bring that towel up. And you can also do a salt scrub, but bring the towel up over the chest and everything so that you raise the body temperature more. So you can detox a lot through the feet.
So dip the towel, get it all soaking,
Mm-hmm.
and just put it up, do that
Yeah.
just put it over me.
And salt scrub is good. That's spa at home. Salt glow, salt scrub. Everybody knows what that is, right? Fine salt, not coarse salt. Coarse salt can be a little rough.
Great, so the towel thing is a great idea, that really,
Uh-huh.
do that outside.
Yeah, they also now have, and it's, I think, $100 or something. You can buy an inflatable tub that goes in the shower for those of you that don't have a bathtub.
And the plastic from that won't detox it too?
No, as long as and that's a good principle too, because our waters are so polluted. That's why you don't ever want to get in a bathtub without at least 2 cups of salt in it. The salt will pool like a magnet. Otherwise, and that's why I don't recommend Epsom salts, because everybody's so deficient in magnesium, the body will pull in the magnesium, pull all the shit that's in the water in. So the magnesium might relax you, you might feel better, but that's not a detox really. And it's not going to work with the electrical system of the body in the same way either, because it's magnesium sulfate. So Epsom salt is not the salt detox bath.
Can you combine them?
Yes, you can put Epsom salts as long as you have 2 cups of salt, but you want the salt for the detox. Okay, very, very important. But what I do recommend is everybody's deficient in magnesium. The best absorption of magnesium is transdermal. So get magnesium oil, your magnesium lotion, that kind of thing. Use that when your pores are open. And like for, a lot of people get leg cramps and things, spray that oil on. A lot of those. if people get leg cramps, that's very common. It's either magnesium deficiency or potassium. So again, you're back to your minerals, you know, are really important in your electrolytes. And so.
What about the biomat on the high speed for detox?
The biomat?
Yeah.
It's good. It's not going to do what the bath does. No comparison.
Even if it's at a high setting where you're sweating.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to help. That's good, but get in the bath after it. Or at least soak your feet after it. You know, you can do the ionic foot baths. Some are good, some aren't, but some you want a medical grade ionic foot bath, and those are good to use in the system. You know, if you want to, if you want to get one of those to support people, that is a.
I've started doing those occasionally. Have some people that do those.
Yeah, so that can be good. Are there local colonics people here too?
Yes, Shelley.
Okay, good. Yeah, we call that the quantum dump process. Get in here, get your colonics.
So is it a minimum of 30 minutes, or like what's the least amount if you're doing just your feet or your body in the bath?
Half hour. Yeah, 30 minutes. And we see more benefits if people stay in longer. There's all kinds of different ways to work with the bath. I have a number of different bath recipes. You've probably seen that. One's putting vodka in, 2 cups of vodka, cheap vodka. Although if you want the Hollywood version, my detox bath with the vodka got passed around Hollywood, and they said it had to be Sky vodka. No, vodka. Because a lot of sugars turn into alcohols in the body, things like that, and that'll pull that out. It's a homeopathic, in a sense. Another crazy detox. Is this good, or have I bored you?
Yeah, this is good.
Okay. Another detox bath trick. One of the tricks is, okay, you do your detox, get out, whatever. Keep a jug of that water, or a pitcher of it, or whatever. Special. Anyway, keep it, and then the next bath, start over, start all clean, all fresh, and add that to it. It puts in solution what your body was dumping, and it creates a homeopathic solution that'll pull that out. Interesting, right?
How much do you keep of it?
A jug, a pitcher, a jar, something. And just,
How much vodka?
oh, 2 cups of vodka.
You said more is better, so if you have the time to sit in there for 45 minutes.
Right. Yeah, if you have time, sit in there. The other thing, if it's super hot, get out, get back in. Drink some water. You know, light a candle. You know, do as hot as comfortable. We don't want you to scald yourself, but.
Do these baths help detoxify all the chemicals and horrible things that we're being bombarded by?
Right, and that's part of why we add the borax as well, to pull, because that's the #1 detoxer for fluoride, for example. Besides helping with the radiation issues, which are, as you know, it's endemic.
About all the glyphosates and the pesticides and all these harmful things.
All of it, yeah. The best detox is that bath. Now, Purium is a company that has a product that's something by Purium. They've actually done the research, and they have a product. It's a probiotic biome, something biome they call it. And they've done the research where it pulls glyphosate out of the body. They're the only ones I know of that have really done the research on pulling glyphosate. So that's a good thing to use. Yeah.
Did you say 2 cups of borax?
1 cup of borax.
Okay,
1 cup of borax. 2 cups salt, 2 cups baking soda, 1 cup of borax is the basic that I recommend. You can add your essential oils to it. Sage or pine is really good for the spike protein stuff. Yeah, but also that boron pulls those synthetic biologies and things.
Which minerals do you like? You say you have to add minerals and all.
Yeah, the minerals are, The ones that I like the best are Hue Minerals. Hue Minerals, HU Minerals. And it's humic and fulvic acid. Now, again, the humic and fulvic acid with all the trace minerals, that product will repair all the leaky gut stuff, you know, your hyperpermeability of the gut, repairs those tight junctions. That's your humic and fulvic acid. The humic, you know, that's your soil organisms that we're not getting. It helps repair the gut, and it has all the trace minerals. So Hue Minerals is the one I like the best. So that's, besides having all the trace minerals. The other thing that I like, there's a few things I like. Some people have heard me, you've heard me talk about Calibrate. You have this? This stuff's magic.
What is it called?
Calibrate. You can pass it around if you want. But that has all the trace minerals. It has shilajit in it. Its main ingredient is sulforaphane from a company called Clarity, C-L-A-R-8-T-Y. And the 8 stands for the Scalar Enhance. So we've charged products for this company, brilliant formulas. And that tastes good. But sulforaphane, black seed oil, everybody loves the taste of that, I'm sure. But it'll cure everything but death. That's what they say about black seed. But that is your natural ivermectin. Yeah, and wormwood also is another form of natural ivermectin. Everybody's dealing with parasites one way or another.
What was that you just said?
Your black seed. Now this packet, that you can put that in water, it actually tastes good, but second ingredient is black seed. Sulforaphane, black seed, shilajit, chaga mushrooms. It has probiotics, it has all the trace minerals. And that really, it releases the body's own glutathione, which opens up the liver detox pathways. It releases the body's own endogenous superoxide dismutase, that helps with the oxygenation, and the catalase, which helps with your mitochondria. By the way, the mitochondria, your mighty mitochondria. I'm a mitochondriac. Yeah, your mighty mitochondria. What we found is quadrupled mitochondrial activity after an hour in the system. We tested that with 9 people when I spoke at Royal Society of Medicine. We did some testing. That is really, really significant. Your mitochondria are your power plants of your cells. That's your ATP production, et cetera. But any degenerative disease is called mitochondrial dysfunction. And cancer is considered mitochondrial failure. Cancer cannot exist in an oxygenated system, can't exist in an alkaline system, and it can't exist in a high energy system. Cancer doesn't exist in the body till the voltage. You know, maybe you've heard of the book Healing is Voltage, Dr. Jerry Tennant. Cancer doesn't exist till the voltage is below 20. We're meant to be at 70 to 90 millivoltage when healthy. You know, I have things that show the voltage of the body going from 21 to 70 to 80 in 1 hour. Is that cool?
Yes.
We want everybody turned on. Yeah, everything. We want everything to work perfectly, that's all. You can't be too good. Okay.
What HU did you say repairs the gut?
Hue Minerals. Yeah, it's the humic and fulvic acid repairs the tight junctions.
Okay, humic.
Yeah, that's your humic. It's your soil organisms. And that shreds viruses and stuff, by the way. Yeah.
Is that the name of the product?
That's the name of the company, the product, Hue Minerals. You could carry it here. I mean, but you can get it. And anything that you bring in here, bring all your supplements in here. Also, you can charge your supplements and things at home with your bracelets and medallions. Restructures water. It's really fun what it does for wine. That's my favorite. Champagne or sparkling water. If you bring champagne in here, she should do wine tastings here. Some of you would be down for that, right? For fun? For science, my favorite science project. I grew up, everything was a science project. So yeah, you do the tasting out, taste it, smell it, taste it, smell it, taste it. I'm part of a sommelier group because of what it does for wine, okay? Blown away sommeliers. It's another thing I do for fun. But anyway, you can do the tasting out here, smell it, taste it, and then bring it in here. Like champagne, you can watch the bubbles get smaller and faster. But you hold up the glass, and you can feel, it takes about 45 seconds or so, but you feel when it gets heavier. That's the active hydrogen, the effect on the hydrogen atoms. It's like heavy hydrogen, the benefits of heavy hydrogen. You actually feel that heaviness. And then the nose changes altogether. The mouth feels totally different. Red wine makes it smoother. It's reducing surface tension. 28% reduction of surface tension of water. Your body's mostly water. You think that might help with hydration? Most of disease and aging is simply acute chronic dehydration. And the body taking all its energy trying to get the water into the cells, but it's not getting there. So this reduces the surface tension and makes it more hydrating. Okay.
Live blood analysis, have you tried?
Lots. We've done lots of live blood cell analysis. Highly recommend you doing it. I love it. You can, yeah, we did a 36 patient study with it, but we've had Dr. Shintani bought his own, microscopy setup, etc. You can see the difference in the blood right away. Everything's free flowing. When the blood has the right charge, it's no longer sticky blood, it's free flowing. You can see it's real visible visual differences. The rouleau's gone, all the stacking, all the sticky blood stuff. Yeah.
Does anyone do a live blood analysis here?
Have you brought in anybody with live blood?
I don't know anyone that does live blood here.
Okay, well, if somebody finds somebody that does live blood, get them over here. Do before and afters. Even if you do it once a month or something, it blows people away. The live blood cell, because it's real time what's occurring in your body. Yeah, and that's your that reduction of that surface tension, the microcirculation. That's why you have so many reversals of, your peripheral neuropathies and things. I mean, I'm sure you've heard that a lot, right? Peripheral neuropathy gone. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Do you have different protocols focusing on different systems of the body?
You can work with your naturopathic doctors for that. And anything and everything in healing we've done the research on. That's what I do is read studies. But I'm not going to give you a specific.
Well, I was just wondering if there's a general protocol you're talking about that.
Yeah, there are things I call duct tape of healing. I recommend for everybody: turmeric, aloe vera juice, avocados are perfect, things like that. I think they have my list of yes and no list. I have a yes and no list, and the yes list is everything that becomes your shopping list. It's everything that reverses. It's been clinically proven to help reverse cancer or diabetes. And then the no list, don't go there. Don't put anything in that's not going to support you being super healthy. If you want a healthy body, don't put anything in your body that doesn't support it being super healthy, right? So this is to give you the energy to change your mind, change your consciousness, change your choices, your thoughts, but also change your diet and be more connected to what you're doing. You can't keep doing what you've been doing and expect a different result. Shift. Okay, yeah.
How about EES use in pregnancy?
Best thing in the multiverse. EES for pregnancy. I really want birthing centers. I was an ecstatic birth coach. Yeah, I have 4 kids, all natural. The last one was born underwater, ecstatic birth. that really want birthing centers. But it's the best thing in the, I mean, we have people that have done fertility clinic stuff for 5 years. I have in my files where they've done all the fertility stuff. The husband and wife get in a system and have a healthy baby. But I also tell people, detox, detox, detox. Don't invite, you can't invite a high soul. You don't just want a baby. You want a super being, a super baby. You want, you know, you can't invite a high soul into a toxic waste dump. So detox, 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 and then it's the best thing in the world for both pregnancy for the mother and the baby. It eliminates all the issues of pregnancy. And the best thing for the baby. And then for birthing, let's make birthing should be like butter, where the body just does what a juicy woman's body wants to do, which is have that baby. Don't hold on to it. If you hold your breath, if you're pregnant and in labor, if you hold your breath, it'll hurt like hell. Everybody got that? You gotta breathe. That's one of those things. And that's that breath of life and the continuum. But anyway, so yeah, it's the best thing in the world for the babies, for the mothers. I'll tell you an infant story. As far as I got a call that there was a baby born that was, the mother was on crack, so it was a crack baby. The baby's in really, really bad shape. You know, the baby's in withdrawals and lesions and